It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Browns 21, Steelers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jackson on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over first and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the gun, Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Switzer. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a first and 10 on the short side of the field. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jackson.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's McFarland. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. For 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
They'll take over first.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Boyd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of that, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Switzer on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. That's what it is. He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over.